All right, welcome to everyone. We're going to take the opportunity to run you through the outline of the AI Agile Practitioner course, which is a certified course that we've run recently. We've taken our first cohort through it, and we thought we'd take you guys through a bit of an overview of behind the scenes, what goes on in this course, what people have taken from it, and what you can hope to benefit from as well. Have I forgotten anything, Marina?
No, that's all wonderful.
All righty, let's move on.
So we currently have a problem that about 70 to 80 AI projects fail, and the reasons behind it, unclear business objectives, poor data quality, and the most important is lack of team collaboration, lack of alignment, and lack of understanding why do we need AI in our businesses. And that's what we put behind creating this course. That's motivated us to create this course because we believe that Agile practitioners, they are equipped to guide teams through the transformation, and the only missing element is knowledge of AI.
Mhm. And that's where this course comes in. So this course is a 3-week course, gives you the opportunity to practice with the tools, understand what your opportunities are and what your risks are, but you don't need any technical knowledge at all. Like that's what we're going to take you through. So if you don't have any background in AI so far, you're brand new to it, you're a beginner, no problem, we've got you covered.
And the key outcomes that you can expect as a result of 3 weeks is the fundamental understanding of AI, expertise to identify, evaluate, and prioritize AI use cases. And more importantly, you will gain a confidence of using AI tools for your personal productivity so you can lead the adoption through your personal experience.
Awesome. So confidence is a big thing for people, I think, when it comes to this sort of change. So you might be thinking, AI is scary, rah, and overwhelming, and I'm not technical, and it's too hard, and it'll take me a lot of time to learn. And our first cohort, when we were trying to understand, where their skill level was from, we did a bit of a survey. And we found that most people either had a beginner's level or skill level at best. And perhaps a little bit of experimentation has been going on, but generally speaking, people either they know of the tools, probably dabbled with a bit of chat GPT or something like that, but otherwise didn't have any experience in a wider tool set than that. So yeah, just overall, everyone in the cohort had either limited or no experience of the wider AI tool set.
That's right. And we also gathered understanding what the key barriers our participants would identify as for them to start adopting AI. And on the top was lack of knowledge or training. And that's what first our objective is to provide you this knowledge and give you opportunity to have extra training in using AI tools. Very common to have security and privacy concerns, and very common is to have limited access to the technologies, especially in the different enterprises. So then you don't have exposure to it, then you cannot understand how you can use it, and we will help you to bridge that gaps in your knowledge.
Awesome. So here we've got a few customer testimonials, which is really nice. So it looks like I'll be taking the ladies this time, Marina, and you can take the boys. But
Yeah.
so Josie's giving us thanks. Had a wonderful 3 weeks. Thought it was a lot of fun. There was laughter. There was learning new skills collaboratively together. So some of the cohort were doing projects together. Some were running projects by themselves. and having fun along the way, trying to understand, this new technology and getting used to it. So a lot of energy in the room as far as this cohort. And we only had, I think it was 12 people in the end that joined this first cohort. And yeah, the boys.
Oh, what a transformation, especially Kolan. He was so upfront and he said, I'm joining you as a skeptic. Try to change my overview. And we did, and absolutely did. On the second session, I think second or third session, he's like, I'm converted. I want to use AI tools. I see the benefits. And I spoke with him yesterday. He's leading his team through AI use case identification in understanding what AI should do in their businesses. So, from skeptic to the leader in 3 weeks, it's the best testament you can have. And Paul, he so good in finding practical use cases in a week or two. He just started to see opportunities and turning them into practical use case and provided fantastic feedbacks that it definitely worked for him. And what he says, the first couple of sessions provided a good stretch and then plenty of time between the sessions to practice. It's definitely first 2 sessions, and we will share more content details later, but they were dense. But that's what the foundational knowledge is, isn't it? You
Yeah.
need it. Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think regardless of which team that you were paired up with, you saw a lot of experimentation in different tools, whether it was in uh, AI helping create the content for your project, or whether it was AI actually delivering the content
Hmm.
in some cases as well. Like some of the video presentation skills that were demonstrated by the end of the course were absolutely fantastic. And dare I say that some of these guys have gone off and started to create their own agents from here as well, which has been
They did.
absolutely wonderful to see. All right. So why do we want to do this? Why would you want to do this course? Right? Is I think one of the key things with any type of learning is that we break the instructions down. You get opportunity to learn a bit, practice a bit, and that's really good from a reinforcement point of view. But we're also providing an opportunity to work as a team, and therefore you're getting some form of accountability partner, if you like. So we're getting that opportunity to move from theory to practice in between sessions. Within the sessions themselves, there's time to practice as well. And we're actually not providing theoretical case studies, right? You're actually creating these use cases yourself. So this is like taking a problem that you have in the real world and actually seeing, well, what can AI do for me
Yeah,
to help solve that problem? So we're starting from the problem space rather than from the solution space. So you get plenty of opportunity to experiment. You get feedback on your experiments. It's a safe place to learn. And we're creating this opportunity to really broaden and stretch where you might be in your comfort zone as far as this technology goes.
definitely. And how we do it, very simple. Learn. The first session, we have a lot of practical, a lot of theoretical understanding. We break it down the complexity and we demystify AI. And then we definitely identify your use cases. What is relevant to you and help you to see opportunities in your day-to-day work, in your day-to-day practice. And then we're leading you to be confident and capable of applying those skills, knowledge, and find the practical application. So you straight away see how it's relevant. And I think seeing relevancy for AI is what makes it difference for people who truly adopt it, and people who don't see this relevance, they are struggling to adopt it because they have not identified what problem it has to solve. And if it doesn't solve the problem, it's just either the toy or distraction, right?
Awesome. So, because this is an AI for Agile Practitioners course, right, we are actually using Agile to deliver training, right? So we've got an iterative approach to this. We take you on a journey over 3 weeks. Keep it nice and simple. It's like 2 nights a week over a 3 week period, giving you plenty of time between each week to continue on with different practice and experiences. And following this opportunity to plan out what is it that we're going to be doing. That's very much about the goal setting that happens in week one. Give you enough information to start experimenting between. We're continuing on that sprint execution and sprint in week 2. And then in week 3, we're going to review and have retrospective around the outcomes of the learning journey so far. Plus, we've got a very special type of project that every cohort member will actually participate in. So you're actually walking away with like a use case that you can then implement into real life. And so you get to design what that looks like. And you get to design what benefit it actually produces for you. So there's quite a lot of flexibility in this. And that's why we think that AI adoption and Agile goes hand in hand.
Just works. Yes, just absolutely works. So let's take you behind the scene and give you a little bit more understanding what this 3 weeks going to look like from the content and activities. So as we mentioned, the first session is a goal setting, identifying what AI can do for you. And we equipped you with the fundamental understanding of AI in a very simple terms. I don't use any technical jargon. And then we're using design thinking approach to connect your current problems with AI capabilities and opportunities. So it's a brainstorming exercise, it's a group exercise, it's involved activity when we do it in a very practical, grounded in your reality, in the reality of the cohort participants, to understand what AI can be do. And that is setting the goal, your personal goal for this course for the next 3 weeks.
Perfect. So session 2, still on week 1. So this is the second night, is to look at AI prompting fundamentals. So in this session, we're getting our hands on the tools, getting our hands dirty. So we're wanting to understand more about how do we craft ideal prompting? How do we get the most out of our tooling? What can we learn from our Agile approach that can actually assist us in prompt engineering? We want to also not take on board the first outcome that we're experimenting with, but sort of dig a bit deeper and validate that those AI outputs. How do we understand or reference check or verify information that we're getting from our outputs? How do we train the AI to be able to understand the type of voice or tone or the key outputs that we're looking for within our prompts? We'll experiment. We'll run through real life examples, explore innovations through different AI tools, and also look at setting some homework, if you like, to set the pace for what might come in week 2.
Definitely, yeah. And then we will also explore beyond generative AI. Generative AI is a ChatGPT and tool based on ChatGPT. However, AI is not limited to these capabilities, and we'll let you to explore and take you a little bit further to understand what AI capable of in terms of data analysis, technical development, maybe systems integrations. So you have the confidence to see beyond tools like ChatGPT, because when it comes to AI adoption and integration, we need that knowledge. And however, the deeper integration is, the bigger risks and ethical implications of AI. So we will take you in understanding how to manage ethics and risks associated with AI adoption. And we even have framework that you would take to your teams to get involved all stakeholders in the conversation, because everyone who's using AI is responsible for ethics and risks. And that will equip you in leading AI adoption projects. We'll look more into what steps, what teams dynamics is going to be around the process of introducing AI in the businesses.
Awesome. And that's a really nice segue actually to this organizational change piece as well. So also within the same week is breaking down change. Like, what does it mean? There's this technology element, but that's not the big part of the change. Like, these tools can be used, yes, but how do we create a change journey that takes people on the right path? To be prepared for that change, and also make sure that we're integrating it into our existing policies and procedures. So understanding who are our stakeholders, what are the likely level of impact that these stakeholders are going to go through, taking an understanding of the steps that we're going to go through to manage the change journey. And also even down to requirements gathering and use case development. So how do we implement this change plan, create training opportunities within or learning opportunities within the organization, getting feedback on that, and moving forward into more of an operationalization of this tool set.
Yeah. Because AI adoption in the hands of people, not the technology. And that's human-centric approach that what we use in this course and always reinforce it. So, and then we're in the week 3 and we're fully equipped to dive deep in the project, in applying all the knowledge and skills, and start to finalize and build your use case that you will implement for yourself, and maybe present to your business stakeholders, and start ball rolling with AI adoption in your team. Whatever project you choose, we are here to support you, to guide you, ensure that you have all the resources, and it is safe space to experiment and learn something with practical approach, because that's what AI is. You learn by doing all the time. You cannot theoretically learn AI.
Absolutely. And so, with getting this session here being very much focused on continuing building on those practical skills and knowledge, putting finishing touches on your project means that there's this project that's looming. Our last session is actually the graduation ceremony. This is where we do our sprint review, do our demonstration of the AI use cases that we've selected. So we'll go through those project demos, and so you would be pairing up with somebody to do this project. That way you've got that ability to bounce ideas off of people. And we found that through the first cohort that there's a massive benefit when you actually pair up with somebody, because of the additional creativity and experimentation that occurs by pairing up with somebody and you're bouncing ideas off of each other. You walk away with a library of AI use cases, not because you've gone out there and bought some off of somebody, right? You've actually created these yourself, right? So this is gold. This is like money in the bank. You've got a set of use cases that you can immediately implement into your organization. Or if there are more significant changes, you can look at applying some of those change processes that will allow you to get into managing and getting ready for that change. So part of this
Definitely.
is actually graduating. So we're going to celebrate those achievements as well.
Definitely. And we had so much to celebrate. The projects were just incredible. And even we think that people who joined the course, they had very limited skills or experience working with AI. Their graduation projects were just mind-blowing. And they learned from each other as much as they would learn themselves by sharing these projects and demonstrating what can be done in such a short period of time. And they only had, what, 2 or 3 hours to work on their project, really. And
Yeah,
it was incredible.
yeah, absolutely. But how much productivity did they get out of that? That was just, absolutely amazing. So there's some information here on their actual graduation project. It's like creating a 10-minute video so that you don't have to feel like you have to get in front of somebody and actually present to a cohort. You can actually pre-record a video, and that way we're just playing back the video. It's nice and easy, right? Nothing to
Yeah.
worry about. Low risk and high safety. So this gives you a bit of an idea of the acceptance criteria. We'll include this as part of the additional information, but it's a really quite easily set out. It's only a 10-minute video, right? So by covering this criteria, you're able to get into working out what this project outcome is for you without spending too much time. It's not completely over the top. So
Well, AI is all about productivity and get things done quickly. So this is the opportunity to practice and learn to get the result fast and leveraging selected AI tools to solve the problem that is realistic to you. And we had a lot of examples in our graduation um, cases that can be applied straight away in day-to-day life.
brilliant. All right. So what you'll get. So this is a bit more on the why, and to wrap up and to put a bow on this presentation, we want to simplify the complexity that may be considered to be part of an AI adoption. We want to give you opportunities to practice so that you gain confidence in using the tools. We want you to understand what it means to actually implement from not only a technical implementation point of view, but also from a business implementation point of view. That you are going to be part of a community, and we've got a communication channel that has stayed open since the course, and there's so much sharing going on within that community group. It's fantastic to see people are actually taking what they've produced
Learned.
within the course and continuing on with experimenting with new ideas and new use cases. So we're actually seeing in real life that benefit of becoming a leader and taking your agile skills in applying AI adoption within your context.
Definitely. And the sharings from the group, definitely additional learning opportunity and contributing to the group. And the group was instrumental for us to stay accountable and engaged with the course material during 3 weeks' time, because we all have different priorities and we have different things to do. But having a community, being accountable and get involved and try new things every single day, that's what makes you proficient and capable of using your knowledge. So who it is for? The roles that were in the course and that we had in mind when we created the course is Scrum Masters, Agile coaches, consultants, business owners, operational leads, and we had business analysts. And probably I would put change managers on
Mm,
this list as well.
mm.
Anyone who familiar with Agile methodology or recognize iterative approach is beneficial will definitely benefit from that course.
Awesome. So this is the badge that we're so proud of. That you actually walk away with a certification at the end, because of all the effort that you go through in creating your project and understanding and applying the actual skills. And with that, we have a special offer. We're continuing on with our early bird special for the next two cohorts. So $980 Australia. Our standard price is going to be about $13.95. We're thinking that's about the right feel, and we're only opening 12 spots. So we've already got somebody lined up for the next cohort. That's down to 11 now. which,
Mhm.
but each of the cohorts will be around about 12 people. We found that to be about the right amount of people, so you get good coverage of trainer support, and peer support as well. So that was a good balance.
Definitely. I think having this personalized touch, that's what helps people to feel confident, comfortable, and safe in learning new skill, which could be quite intimidating. But once you're on board, it just gets so fun, so easy.
Scrumcraft is committed to empowering individuals and teams through their three core services, each designed to drive meaningful and sustainable change. First, Scrumcraft Academy offers cutting edge training that goes far beyond basics. They equip you with the practical skills and product delivery, design, and leadership, while also helping you seamlessly integrate AI into your business operations. Their focus on real world application ensures that you're not just learning, but mastering the skill that truly matters. Next, Scrumcraft Consulting provides expert, human-centered guidance tailored towards your organization's specific needs. Whether it's agile coaching, product ownership, or transformational leadership, Scrumcraft partners with you to address your unique challenges. Together, they'll co-create innovative solutions that foster sustainable growth and drive long-term success. Finally, Scrumcraft mentoring is dedicated to unlocking your personal and professional potential. Whether you aim to advance your career, enhance your business acumen, or hone your leadership abilities, their mentoring services are tailored to support your unique journey.